Hello, I'm Essie, the homeless woman. Um, I'm doing much better than my last video. I haven't bought a new car yet. Still waiting for everything to get paid off with the other van. The insurance company called me. Well, they texted me and told me that they sent the money, the value of the van to Toyota. But then I get a letter from Toyota like 6 days later saying that they have not received the money and that I'm still responsible for to pay the money, pay on the car, the minivan. So I'm just thinking that they hadn't received it yet because the insurance company texted me on the 20th and said they had sent an electronic payment to Toyota Financial. And so the letter that I get from Toyota Financial was dated the 26th. So you have to take out the weekend, and I think electronic payment take 3 to 5 days to clear. So I'm thinking that they probably got it right after, like a little too soon before they sent the letter. So I gotta call Toyota Financial tomorrow, Wednesday, the day after 4th of July, to find out if they really did get the payment from the insurance company, and um, then gap, they got to apply for a gap claim to pay off the balance of the minivan because the insurance company, there was a balance left. She didn't tell me how much it was, but there was a balance left. So that's when the gap is supposed to kick in. They're supposed to file a gap claim and then to pay for the rest of the minivan. So I got to call them tomorrow to find out about that. And when can I buy another new car? um, can I go on and buy it now? Because it's still on my record. So that's what I need to know. Like, when can I go on and buy the new car? So, do I have to wait for the gap claim to pay it off, or what? So it's been a month now since my van was hit and totaled. If you are doing Uber or Lyft and you have a accident where your vehicle is totaled, you need to get at least 3 months worth of income from the insurance company. About 3 months, well, however much you make a week, you need to get that from the insurance company. 3 months plus down payment for a new car, 2 or 3 thousand extra for a new car. See, I noticed that this is my first time having my van totaled. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know the process. I didn't none of that. So I felt like the insurance company were calling me a bit early for a settlement. Like they called me before the week was out. It hadn't even been 7 days yet. And so there was another portion of the insurance company because the lady that I was talking to at first and the very next day, she was like with the body, the damage of the vehicle. So then another lady calls me and she's with like injury, lost wages, part of the insurance company. And so she's calling me and offering me some money. And when she offered me, I was so depressed, and I had told them I was depressed about everything that happened, because being in they don't know my personal business. They don't know that I live in my car and stuff. But the car that I live in is not in good running conditions. I can stay close in the area, but for me to be just driving here and there and just, it's not in that good condition. And I don't want to put any more money into getting it fixed because it's old. It's an '03, and so it's 20 years old. And so I just rather put money into, I'd rather keep my money and put it into something else instead of putting it into a 20-year-old car that needs a lot of work and stuff done to it. So it was very depressing not being able to go the places I want to go, not eat at the places I want to eat, and going not that far to my storage unit and hoping my car don't overheat. So that was pretty depressing too. And they didn't even offer me a car. I asked them for a car the next day after my van was hit, and she told me that I had to go through the other person's insurance. And at that time, we didn't know who the other person's insurance was. So I was 5 days without a rent-a-car before. So that was 5 days. The lady from the injury and lost wages, she called me 5 days after my minivan was hit. So offering me a little low amount of money. So that's how I know it was 5 days, because that's when I got the rent-a-car. I asked her for the rent-a-car, and she the one that gave me the rent-a-car, but she said she was going to give it to me through Uber's claim, not through the other person claim, because we found out that the other person claim, her insurance company was also Progressive. So she said she's going to do it through Uber's claim. So the other woman from the body damage portion of the insurance told me that Uber do not offer rent-a-car, and that I had to go get the other person's information and get it from the rent-a-car from them, or pay for it and have them to reimburse me. So now I got this second lady telling me she's going to give me the rent-a-car through Uber's claim. And I'm like, so did the other lady lie to me? So that's what I'm thinking. So that's how I know it was 5 days, when she offered me a little $2,000. $2,000, right? 5 days after my accident, and you trying to offer me a $2,000 settlement. Do you know it's been a month and I'm still not back on the road? So what can $2,000 do for me? It's not, I haven't worked in a month. I make more than $2,000 a month. So, and then down payment on another car. You got to bring me to my present state I was when I got hit. So, being depressed, I told her, yeah, I would take it. And that made me even more depressed. Because I'm like, what can I do with $2,000? And then I'm thinking about my own savings. I'm going to have to spend my own savings. And then the Holy Spirit got to talking to me. And it was like, $2,000 is not enough money. You're going to be way out of pocket, way more than $2,000. And so something said, text her and tell her you're not going to take that. You'll wait for something better. So that's what I did. So I waited, and I got a better. They gave me to another person, another representative, to whoever they call themselves. So I got way more than $2,000. So I'm glad that the Holy Spirit talked to me and told me, no, don't take that. But yeah, but by this happening, it made me see that you need to get at least 3 months worth of lost wages, because I've been off for a month, right? So still, the insurance company said they sent the money. I got to confirm that. But now I have to wait for the gap claim, because now they have to file a gap claim. I don't know how long that takes to go through for the van to be totally paid off and off of my record, my credit. So who knows how long that's going to, maybe another 2 weeks. Okay, so then that leaves 6 weeks. That's a month and a half. Then let's say I buy a car after 6 weeks. I go buy a brand new car. It takes about a month for you to get your insurance papers. Your registration papers in the mail. About a month, 6 weeks, whatever. You can't do Uber until you get that. So that's another, month. So that's why I say you need about at least 6 months worth of wages when your car is totaled. Make sure you get 6 months worth, not 6 months, I'm sorry, 3 months. 3 months worth of wages added on another $2,000 or $3,000 for a down payment on the vehicle. That's what I add up. So I believe the reason why they contact you so fast to offer you a settlement is because most likely you're going to take less than if you would sit down and add up the cost. And you know what I'm saying, when you really see how much money you're going to be out of pocket, it's too late to be like, I need more money. It's too late. You already signed the papers. So that's what I'm saying. 3 months and a down payment is what you need. So if this happens again, I hope it don't happen again, because that was not a good feeling being hit like that. But if it happens again, I know how much to ask for next time. So now that that's out the way, so I'm still in a rent-a-car. They gave me a rent-a-car from Enterprise for about, I think, 5 days, something like that. And then I had to take it back. I think it was 5 or 7 days. So after they find out that your car is totaled, and do you have like 2 days after that, 2 or 3, I think it's 2 days after, to return the rent-a-car. So I've been renting cars off of Turo. So this is my second Turo rent-a-car. Now, see, I'm spending money to rent vehicles off of Turo. So I have already spent, this vehicle I'm in right now is a Prius. And I rented it for 2 weeks, $700, which is not bad, because if I had to rent through Avis or Budget or Enterprise, I would have paid way more than $700. I know that. So 2 weeks for this Prius, I paid $700. I had a Honda Accord before this one for 7 days. I paid $500 for that one. So I done paid $1,200 already for rent-a-cars through Turo for 3 weeks. So I'm out of pocket that. So that's what I'm saying. And plus, I don't pay rent. But just imagine, I don't have a mortgage or anything. So just imagine a person that has a mortgage, rent, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And she had the nerve to offer me $2,000. I was like, I would have been in really tough, up the creek without a paddle if I accepted $2,000. I would definitely have to be getting my butt out there and doing some DoorDash and some Instacart in this heat. I was planning on working this weekend before the 4th, but it was so hot. It's been so hot. And I don't do good in the heat. I lose my energy. I get lack of sleep. So it has been very hard sleeping. It's been miserable having to wake up early because the heat wakes me up. And I'm really a night owl. So I was like thinking, should I rent a hotel room? I was just thinking, what can I do? I can't take this heat. So I prayed about it. I'm telling you, when you pray about things, he brings a way. A big butterfly that came in here. And it's not a beautiful butterfly. It's those, tan looking ones. So, I'm going to have to let this window down, because I have on my ring light. So that's what attracted it in here. And my window's cracked. They're not even down that far. And it still came in here. But, so, let me see if I think. So I bought this fan from Walmart. It was like $11, $10.88, I think it was. And so it's a USB fan. I don't know if you can see that little dot right there. USB. So what I do is I take this fan, I let down my window, and I let it sit in the window, roll the window back up until it's at the bottom. So this is the top right here, and then I roll the window up to right here, and I let it stay in my fan in the window. And so it's chargeable too. It's rechargeable, so it can turn like this, up and down, and then I can tilt it a little bit in the window. And so if it's charged, then you don't have to leave it, have it plugged in. But once it runs for hours with no cord in it. But if it cuts off, then I can put the cord in there. And here's a little charger that I bought from Walmart. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, and it was, I think it was around $10. And this little fan comes with a card, this black card here. No, this black card. And it works good, so I bought 2 of them. I bought 2, so I've been able to sleep a lot longer in the car because of this fan. And plus, I'm parked under a tree too. That helps, being under a tree. And because in the morning the sun comes up, it gets hot, but it's still like a cool breeze, still a cool breeze. And so that this fan gets that cool breeze and brings it into my car, and I'm able to sleep a lot longer. And it do help not, because I was wearing a cotton nightgown, so I took that off because it was really making me hot with that cotton nightgown on. So I slept for a long time today. I got a Blake because of this fan in the window. So I was like, thank you, Yahweh. He answered it's always, I had a dream a while back, and dream was basically telling me it's always a way around something. Like, never give up. Pray, and he'll make a way for you. Even though it says in the Bible that Yahshua says, I am the way, which it is. He is the way to salvation. But he's also the way to a lot of things, like if you get stuck, if you having a hard time, if a door slammed in your face, anyway, you go to him and you pray to him, and he'll make another way for you. Like he made another way for me. I didn't have to pay a lot of money for a hotel or rent a room from someone else because I bought this $11 fan. So I can keep my money. I got other things I need to do with my money. So yeah, so that's it. I had some more things I want to say. What I've been doing lately while I haven't been working, I have a storage unit, and it had got so full with stuff. Now, I told you I have a shop on Etsy called Crochet by Essie. So I have things that I have made that's in my storage unit in plastic containers. Also, I have a lot of yarn in there. I got jewelry pieces so I can make jewelry. And I got other things, craft things I like to do. So all that's in my storage unit. Car stuff is in my storage unit. My own stuff is in my storage unit, like clothes and stuff like that I have in drawers. So it got so bad that I couldn't even walk in there. I had to pull stuff out before I can walk in. And I never wanted my storage unit to get that way. So I had to get another storage unit. So I got another one that's a little smaller than the one I already have. So I put in that storage unit all my personal things. In my car stuff is in the smaller storage unit. And I have, in the bigger storage unit, I still have my yarn, crochet, jewelry, all my craft stuff is still in there. But I want to start working in there and start taking pictures and stuff. I'm going to go to my storage unit one day and show you guys a video of both of my storage units so you can see how they look. I'm so happy with them now. So I got everything organized because I really organized. I like organization. It's hard for me to find things when things is just everywhere, and I've been misplacing a lot of things because things is not where they're supposed to be. With me not having my van, I had to take stuff out of there, So I've been really misplacing things. So I had to get organized, and that's what I did. So the only thing I have to do now is my car that I sleep in, that needs to be organized. So that's my next thing. But I have a light, like a lamp, in my storage unit with my crochet, and I have a big battery. And so I takes that in my storage unit and I plug that lamp up, and that's how I have light. And so I can work in there. I can make jewelry if I want. I can do like a little photo shoot. I can even take my ring light up in there and do a video or something in there. But yeah, that's what I plan on doing. So y'all will see that in a future video of my storage units and stuff, and how I'm improved them, and so much happy with it now that I can just walk in there. So and I was doing that, and I'm hoping I don't have to go back to doing Uber, but if I do, I do. I'm just praying for a financial blessing from my Heavenly Father. Because like I told you guys, I had a dream I was going to be rich. And I still believe I am. But if I have to go back to Uber, I have to go back. It's okay. To me, I think Uber is better than doing a lot of these jobs, because I have the opportunity to work when I want to work, to take a break when I want to take a break. As a grown woman, I just, something about, I don't feel right asking, can I go to the restroom? I don't feel right being told, oh, take a lunch break. It's just, so that's one thing I do like about Uber. I like filing, when I do file taxes, I can write off mileage and all this stuff. When I work a job, they take so much taxes from you. But when you have your own business, when you're doing Uber and DoorDash and all these gigs, you don't have to pay all those taxes. Not nearly. So I love that. So like I say, if I have to go back, it's fine. I have no issue with it, but I'm still praying for a blessing. That my thing is, I want to get up every day and do the things that I love to do. Yes, and it do involve helping the homeless. I do want to help the homeless because of, I always had this giving spirit, in me. I love to give. It makes me happy, to see other people happy. So that's one thing I want to do, is help the homeless. So I'm crocheting. I made my mother. Yeah, my mother came here about a week ago. She came here, and she stayed 2 nights. We rented a hotel room. She paid for one night. I paid for the other night, because she was going to stay one night. I'm like, no, stay 2 nights. I'll pay for the other night. So she stayed 2 nights. The hotel we stay in, she loves it because they have like a morning breakfast type thing. So she loves their coffee and their orange juice. You should have seen her. She went down there. She had these 2 containers, and she was filling one up with coffee and one up with orange juice. So when she go home, she can have it for several days. I thought that was so funny. She's standing there with her house coat on, and there's other people around, and she's standing there filling up this cup and pouring it into her container. It's like, sometimes I look at my mother, because she's a senior citizen. She don't like it when I call her a senior. She don't like it when I say older woman. She hates it. But she's an older woman. She's a senior. And when you a kid and you see your mother and they're strong and healthy, and then you get older and older and older, and then you see your mother starting to kind of get weak and get shriveled up, and it's like you cherish the moments that you're with them, because it's getting closer to the time where they not going to be here any longer. So now when I see my mother, I be like, dang, I'm going to miss her when she go. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think when I see her, and I see her as this little old woman, and walking slower, and you know, and I just thinks that I think, dang, I'm gonna miss her because I know my time with her is shorter. So we talk on the phone a lot. She stays about an hour and 15 minutes away from me. So I don't go to her house that much because when I did go to her house a lot, we kind of got into it. We argued a lot. So I'm like, you know what? I need to stay away. We can talk on the phone as much, but I can't go to her house a lot. So, but she comes out here and visit me, and we get along just fine. So I'm gonna have to cut this video short so it won't cut off on me. I don't know. It always acts like that around 26 minutes and something. And so I'm almost there. I know I have talked a lot this video, but I haven't been on here for a while. So, but yeah, I would talk to you guys another day. And you guys have a good day. All right. Bye.